how to create a go high level contact and opportunity. Let's get started. All right, so on your dashboard, you're going to go to contacts. Then you're going to click the plus symbol for contacts. Then you're going to add your new contact. Now, if it's a pre-approved buyer or active buyer or seller, right, we want you to add those individuals first so you can start adding what you need to your CRM in regards to your present deals that you have going on. So go ahead and complete your client's information here. Now that you have added the contact, it's time to add more information. You click save. Now we're going to go ahead and add the source. If this is your client, right, and you did not receive the lead from your broker, then you're going to put your name here. But if the source of this lead, this client, is your broker, you're going to put your broker's information, your broker's name. Now, if it's somebody you're already working with, you'll put them down as a customer. If it's someone brand new, you put them down as a lead. So your broker, if they're doing a contact, they will go ahead and put it in as a lead. All right, so now you're going to add, if it's a business, you'll put their business name and you put their street address. If this is a seller, you're going to put in the property address if this customer or lead is a seller. Here, I'm just adding some extra information. I think it's important for you watching this to know that this is coming from Top Producers Realty Group. So go to topproducersrealtygroup.com. All right, let's get down to it. So you also want to make sure that you're adding tags. This is going to make it so easy for you to be able to do your filters and to, so if it's a commercial seller, if it's residential, if it's a buyer, if it's a seller, if it's a for sale by owner, there's so many different tags you can use: the city, the county, the state, so on and so on and so on. All right. So after we get to that, now it's time to add your opportunity. This is where you're going to put in what stage of your pipeline they are. So if it's a new buyer lead, you put new buyer lead. If it's someone that you're in conversations with, you've already communicated with them, you put in conversations. If it's a buyer that's already pre-approved, you put pre-approved. If it's a seller or a buyer that's under contract, you put under contract, and so on and so on. All right, after you complete what stage they're in, you're going to input the opportunity value. This here is for what is the potential commission that you can make off this transaction. That's your opportunity value. Once again, just remember to go ahead and put down the opportunity source. Then you want to click create. All right, after you hit create, hit update, you can X out. And then you want to go ahead and go to your dashboard, and this is where you're going to see who's in your pipeline and where they're located. All right, so with this particular case in this scenario, we put this one down as an active listing. So we put it down as an active seller, right? So active listing. Now, here are your next steps. Once they go into contract, you're going to move them over to under contract. And once they close, you're going to move them over to close. And then you're going to make sure that you update the stage. You can either update it by clicking on that, right, and going to the stage and changing from the drop-down menu, or you can just slide it over. Now, when it's under contract, it's going to show up on your dashboard for your opportunity value. That number is showing you from all your transactions, your opportunities, how much you should be making. Now, your client went from under contract to close, so you're going to click on the view opportunity. You're going to change the stage to close, and under status, you're going to change it from open to 1, and now your opportunity value goes to opportunity conversion, and congratulations, on to the next.